Bruins Benders Postgame presented by the Inside the Rink Podcast Network through InsideTheRink.com on the ITR YouTube channel. Subscribe now. Hit the thumbs up. Comment section on fire. Benders banter later. 3 ups, 3 downs. Tell us your sips. A victory sip tonight as the Bruins get a 4-3 win in overtime against the Buffalo Sabres to go to 6-7 on the year, 12 points out of a possible 26. The only team to play 13 games this season are your Boston Bruins. They are now 5-3, I believe, at home. This was a carbon copy of some of the other ones where they just start out really slow, no shots on net for a while, and then get an opportunistic power play goal, get another goal, couple of quick ones again, and same kind of recipe. I don't think it's sustainable as at all, but this is kind of how they're winning, especially at home.
Yeah, I think they can maybe do this at home and get away with it, but it's not going to be sustainable on the road. The other team's going to have last change. They're not going to be able to match up the way they want to, and I think the crowd gives them a little bump here and there, and that helps.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're opportunistic. Look, they've been doing it all year, so until they stop doing it, I guess you got to give them credit for it. They are scoring goals. I mean, they scored 4 again tonight.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe they can sustain it. Maybe they can. I don't know. I feel like getting outshot fucking 45-15 or whatever isn't probably sustainable. Call me crazy. I don't know.
No.
I'm not a math guy, but I feel like that's probably a recipe for losing hockey games.
Now, what do they say in dodgeball? Bold strategy, Cotton.
Yeah, let's see if it pays off.
I don't. Yeah,
I've duck dodge.
Yeah, look, tonight, they come out, like I said, like not possessing the puck much. Even Brick at one point said the Bruins need to possess it more. Like they need to have it more.
Yeah.
And for large stretches there, like the first 10, 11 minutes of the game, like no shots on net. And then, Geekie scores again. He scored in 6 straight?
7 goals in 6 games.
Yeah, he's got 9 on the year. Like he has 59 goals with the Bruins. He had 22 with the Kraken and Carolina combined.
Yeah,
and he's got 59. He makes $5.5 million a year. Like that's a really good bargain right now.
Yeah, I mean, as much as we've killed Sweeney, and we've killed him. I mean,
yeah, we have
killed him.
Oh yeah, we have, and
still deservedly so. Deservedly so, because he's an arrogant prick,
right?
And he deserves it. But that's a pretty good contract.
It really is.
Pretty good contract. Especially if he scores fucking 35 goals or 40 goals or 50 goals like Pasta seems to think he can do. That's a pretty good contract.
If they combine for 80 to 85 goals and they're making 17 million combined or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Like they're making what Kaprizov is.
I know.
2 of them.
Yeah.
Like that's pretty good. I mean, Sweeney's done a pretty good job with contracts. Elias Lindholm was not good.
Yeah,
but
I was going to say,
but re-signing his own guys, he's done a pretty good job.
Sure. Yes.
But Elias Lindholm was lost in this game, so that creates a problem. And as it was going, I even texted you guys, and I thought, they're going to lose this game somehow, and it looked like they might.
Yeah. Oh, probably should have.
They probably should have. And then Elias Lindholm goes out. So if I see if Lindholm's out and they lose the game, then boy, that's not going to be great. They win the game, which is a good outcome. But losing Elias Lindholm, and as much as we rail on the guy, losing him for any amount of time is going to be really hard to overcome.
Yeah, because that means, you're bringing up the Patrick Browns of the world. He's been lighting it up in the AHL, so it's got to be Patrick Brown and not, Poitras or somebody with talent.
But who plays first line center? Is it Zacha?
Yeah, I think so.
Zacha, Husnudinov, and Pastrnak.
Yeah, Zacha, Husnudinov, Pasta, Geekie, Middlestat,
Arvidsson.
Minton, go back to Minton, Janelle, Asimon, I guess. I like Geekie with Minton, though.
Yeah.
And Asimon.
Mhm.
And then
Yeah,
I guess
I don't know.
Corrali, because he's always in there. And then
You know what? I'm saying let's call up Rally Tufty,
sure.
push Zacha up, put Tufty on the third or fourth line, whatever it is, and go with that. You know what I mean? Go with something like that. I don't need the Patrick Brown show. Like, keep him down in Providence.
Yeah, he's
We
the
can have a
captain.
good old time.
He's the captain, isn't he, down there?
Yeah, he's so great. So that maybe they won't send him up.
Well, that's what I mean. I think they should leave him down and let him captain his squad.
Yeah, they have such a hard on for captains. Let's keep him down there.
Yeah, keep him down there. Let him captain the team.
Yeah, I think you're right though. I think it's probably going to be Patrick Brown or something of the like. Coming up,
it won't be Poitras.
It won't be Poitras.
That would be
no.
Poitras would make too much sense.
It'll be a defensively. I mean, it does hurt the power play some because Lindholm has had some good power play time and scored some goals there. 3 power play goals. 4 power play goals. Yeah, so that's pretty good.
And he wins faceoffs.
He does.
He does do the power play.
So who else does? Is that pesky Patrick Brown?
No,
he does too.
Faceoffs, does he?
Yeah, I think he does. I think he wins faceoffs. Beecher. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. A couple of things tonight. Hampus Lindholm is back.
Yep.
Had a baby. Everybody thought that he might be taking, doing the Cam Neely every other night thing. But he had a baby. He was back in time. He plays. He is a steadying, force there. So that's been good for them. Georgii, how are you? My God Almighty! Like this, there was times tonight. There was one sequence where Arvidsson leaves him a puck just inside the blue line, a really nice little short pass, prickly short passes, and he comes in all alone, really, down the right side. Doesn't go all the way, flips it off like the side of the net, then comes all the way back down the other end, ends up with the puck, and gives it away. Just gives it away. And then on the goal that they challenged, and I'm going to tell you why I don't like the challenge. There was some contact there. I didn't think it was I thought it was more Georgii Haru not knowing where the fuck he was in relation to the goaltender. I think that was part of it.
That is
so I don't mind that. I don't mind them not calling that. I don't mind it.
Jaded. That is you jaded against the Joker.
Yeah, the Joker can go fire the Joker to the sun.
Jaded against the Joker.
Yeah, where's Batman and Robin?
You were like,
get rid of that dude.
You were like, he doesn't know where he is. That's you jaded against the Joker.
And I'm watching the replay, and I'm like,
look, he was pushed a little bit. He was pushed a little bit.
Pushed a little bit, sure.
But be stronger on your skates, dude.
Be stronger on your skates. Yeah, and know where the fuck you are in relation to the goaltender. Josh Doan was an issue tonight. Like, he was in front of the net twice for goals and then scored his own goal out of the air or whatever it was.
Yeah,
like
that was a great play by him.
That guy scored 7 goals last year for Utah. Like, he's not
great play by him.
He's been great this year
and bats it in.
Yeah, he's been great this year. But I have a problem with that. I thought Apricots was okay.
Apricots was great. He was fine.
I thought he was okay. A couple of times, Georgii Haru hung him out to dry.
Oh, of course he did.
Oh my God! But I think he's been okay. It's coming where he's going to suck one night. It's coming.
Yeah,
but so far he's been okay.
Yeah. Let's be the positive guys. Let's not kill him before he fucks up.
He will. But Connor, what do you got?
I have to file a moderate complaint that you're going to call him Apricots, but you're not going to call him Georgii. Where are you? At the same time,
Georgii, where are you? I want to call him the Joker because he's a fucking joke. Yeah.
I think the Joker is a better nickname.
Tell me what's the difference between Georgii Haru and ex-7th defenseman, whoever the hell it is. I don't see this as a difference. I mean, he's not valuable enough to sign a 3-year deal for $3 million a year to be a defenseman. Yes.
I know the answer to that. And the correct answer is $2.25 million.
Why?
Because a league minimum is $750, and he's making 2.25 over that.
Okay, well, his contract is different, yeah. But
you asked what's the difference between him and the
his body of work.
Connor is mathing you right now.
Yeah, he's He smokes weed all game long, and then he just comes on and just comes up with these. He gives you these passive aggressive little comments, so you have to ask like, "Okay, what do you mean?" And then he tells you what he means.
I was pretty literal with our friend Mark Diver on X.
Oh, you were, We'll never have Diver on again.
Yeah,
Too bad.
Yeah,
but
say goodbye to Diver.
Yeah, you called him up. You called him out. That's too bad. Pasta gets 398 tonight.
Yeah,
he's closing on 400. He'll probably get it. Maybe even next game. Who knows? But he is, dynamic. And as Marty Natchez signed a contract similar to his, he's an even better bargain now. That $11.5 million bucks.
When all these new guys sign, his contract's going to look better and better and better every single day.
Oh my God, yes,
single day.
Those two guys, I mean, Geekie and Pastrnak. My God, if they can continue to produce like this, that's crazy. And that allows you to go get a second line that's worth a damn. That allows you to get.
It should allow you to do that.
Robert Thomas, maybe from the Blues, or Jake Schmaltz's cousin Nick. Because there's nobody else.
Yeah,
folks.
I mean, it should allow you to do that. It's whether or not you can actually entice the people to come here and play for a team that sucks.
And I don't know if you can do that at this point. I'm not sure. I mean, you have to be able to win. So let's talk a little bit about Cam Neely before we go to Benders Banter here. He's on before the game.
Yeah.
In this fluff, like pussified interview that made my skin crawl, to be honest with you.
Tell you what, before you get into all the skin crawling stuff, I liked everything he said in like the first 30 seconds.
Okay.
He was talking about, we've been able to score enough goals. Like when you score 5 goals, you should win. The defense hasn't been good enough. He did say, though, like it takes some time to get used to the system and stuff like that. So like all that stuff that he was saying early on in that interview, I could agree with. And then it went kind of.
Yeah, and then it went kind of south. And then it went kind of south because he says, well, let's not. I want the fans not to really think about playoffs. Well, then just tell us that you're rebuilding. Just say it out loud, Cam. Just say it.
Yeah.
We're looking to win Stanley Cups. Okay, if I'm going to put 2 and 2 together, you're not going to win it this year, and you're not going to win it next year. So that means if we're not thinking playoffs, we're thinking Stanley Cups, then you're rebuilding. Just say it.
Yeah.
Just say it. And then Barry Peterson, God bless his soul, he comes out and he says, Cam, so you brought in this Marco Sturm, who's, more of a defensive type of coach, and that's what you brought him in for, right? and Cam says, oh, yeah. We're, he got the system. We're really working at it. I think we've done a pretty good. He says something about we think we've done a pretty good job. It's like pretty good job. Like it looks like holy hell at times. Pretty good job.
You got outshot in the game tonight, like 417 to 12.
It was 40 to 19 going into overtime.
What do you think the fucking actual shots were?
Oh, the shots attempted, they get destroyed. Yes.
Because in the Colorado game the other day, it was like 100 to 15.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't, but close.
It was close though. It was like 100 to 32.
It was like 9. It was like 91 to 32 or something.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
I don't know if Connor can find that out for tonight's game, but it must have been ridiculous.
But they must get outshot. They must lead the league in differential of shot attempts because they get outshot attempted because they never have the puck.
No,
they have the puck for very limited time, 5-on-5. That game today should show you everything you need to know. All these morons who say that offense isn't a problem. It is a problem because 5-on-5, they are terrible offensively. They barely have the puck. They get boat raced and then go 10 minutes without a shot. The power play comes once you get into that special teams game, and rhythm gets distorted and Ross and lineups get distorted, then you get a goal or 2 here or there and you get into the game. But 5-on-5, if there's no penalties called, you're gonna have a bitch of a time getting shot attempts. You are.
Yeah, you are.
So that's a major issue. Like that's a major issue. They've been doing okay with power play, and they've shot at a ridiculous percentage. I mean, they had 4 goals tonight on 20 shots.
Yeah.
Like that's not sustainable. So,
Peeke's shooting at like over 30% right now.
Yeah. Oh my God. He's a sniper of all snipers right now. He's got 20 goals in his last 27 games.
That's not going to last.
No,
you don't shoot at 30% over a season.
No, you don't. No, he's going to go through a dip where he doesn't score for 10 games. He's going to, and then it's going to get right itself. And then you're not going to score either, because there was a time tonight where he had 3 shots and Pasta had 2 and everybody had 0.
At the end of the first period, shots were 5 for Buffalo.
Yeah.
Geekie had 3, Pasta had 2, and everybody else had ungats.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Nada.
I'm telling you. I feel like I'm standing at the edge of the dam and I'm waiting for it just to friggin' fall into the earth. And they just keep this opportunistic thing and they keep pulling it out of their ass. And then eventually they're going to lose 8 in a row. I mean, they're there.
I mean, what'd they lose? 6 in a row? 7 in a row?
Yeah, they're going to go on another one soon.
Yeah. I mean, they're not good enough. I mean, that's going to happen.
Yeah.
That's going to happen. Probably a few more times this year.
Sure.
Because the 5-on-5 stuff is going to catch up to them. The expected goals 5-on-5, they're like 30th out of 32 teams, I believe.
Yes.
Or 29th. So that's catching up to you.
Mm-hmm.
If you're bad offensively and bad defensively, it's going to catch up to you. It will.
Oh, they had the injury tonight. They get another one in the forward group, in the top 6 forward group. I mean, it's real thin there. But hey, they won the game. So let's not be complete assholes. It was 4-3 in overtime.
It was.
And I'll tell you what, one bright spot has been our buddy Nutbag is out there, making things happen.
Nuts. Yeah,
he is. These nuts is making things happen out there. And he scores the game winner, makes a nice play where he doesn't pass it.
No.
Like he did similar Minton's goal when he won it in overtime, like doesn't pass it, uses the other guys as kind of a threat, and then rips it home. Nice play. And he keeps pucks alive. Like over the course of his career, he's played probably 100 NHL games. He hasn't but 10, 11 goals. Doesn't produce a lot on paper, but I think he does do a lot of things to keep pucks alive. And I think he's been good so far with Pastrnak and of course Lindholm, but maybe it's Zacha, but I think you should keep him there for a bit.
Yeah, I think he's good at the dirty work. And those guys could use somebody that's going to dig around in the corners, keep pucks alive, retrieve pucks, those kind of things, go to the front of the net. And he's got some speed too, which is nice because he can get in on the forecheck for those guys if they, are chipping pucks in. So I like him. I like him on that line. I do. And he was good tonight. He was.
I do too. I think he's a good forward for what you are right now. Like he's good there for what you are right now, which is not the greatest team in the world, and you're not going to make the playoffs. But I think that he's probably a borderline-ish NHL player because he has those kind of like his game's probably more suited for top 6, but you can play him bottom 6 because he has some speed, and so he's kind of a tweener. Like I'm not quite sure what he is.
Yeah,
because it looks like he should be something more than he is. But right now, I think you're getting the best of what he can bring right now. I guess.
Yeah, he's not very big, so he's never going to be a real physical guy, but he has speed and he has tenacity. And we talked about competitiveness. He's competitive. He'll battle the pucks.
And he's fearless. Yeah.
And I feel like, if your roster was filled out with a talented top 6, I think you would be a really good fit with Fraser Minton on the third line.
Oh my God, yeah.
And then put another guy that can score with the 2 of those guys, and you got a little something there, I think. Yeah. And Connor wants to chime in.
To follow up quickly on your shots comment, the Sabres had 69 attempts, and the Bruins had 59 attempts.
Really?
So the way that breaks down, and I'm looking at the event summary from the NHL itself, is the Bruins had 22 shots they had 19 attempts blocked by the Sabres, and they missed the net 18 times.
I'm not surprised at that. I saw all 18 of them. They're ingrained in my brain. Hit the fucking net.
So they need
seriously.
more quality shots, is what it's.
They do need more quality. They're not. What was it? Quality over quantity. They need Monty back. Bring Monty back. Let's get quality over. Let's get 7 shots on net a game and make sure they all hit the net. And then they'll score 4 goals, and we can be good. Yeah, that surprises me because I felt like the Sabres, similar to the Avalanche, just kept shooting the puck, and the Bruins did not. But
I don't think the Bruins, generally speaking, do a very good job tying up the other team's guys in front of the net.
I don't think so at all.
After the first, I think or especially in the third, later half of the second and into the third, they were just taking point shots with traffic in front and then trying to pounce on rebounds.
They were. I mean, it was dicey there. I mean,
it was.
How do you let Alex Tuck, whatever covers it? First of all, Jeannot takes the icing, which was a bad play. So there's an icing play. There's a they're up 3-2. There's a in defensive zone face off, and Alex Tuck goes right down the chute, to score, unmarked. I don't know what happened to the forwards. There was a puck. Brick was talking about Aspero. He's over by the hash marks or whatever. He doesn't really get his stick on it, and then all of a sudden there's wide open slot. There's too much wide open slot against this Bruins team. Too much.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's just that's how you lose games. It's how they won it tonight, but boy, that was playing with danger zone. You had 3-1 lead, and Brick even said it. You're up 3-1. You get over a penalty kill. He's like, okay, stick to details, win the game. You're at home 3-1.
Yeah.
And they cough it up and they get the, thankfully they get the win.
Yeah, I mean they had no possession. They had no possession in the third period, and they were at one point they were getting outshot, 10 or 12-3 or something.
Yeah,
It was the story of the game. It
was 12-3, and they were up 2-0.
Yeah,
crazy. All right, Benders Banter presented by Evolve ABA, which offers consulting services from a board-certified behavior analyst to adult day programs in residences, schools, and even businesses using the principles of applied behavior analysis. Evolve ABA is also pleased to offer staff training and collaboration with parents of children with autism and other special needs wishing to learn more about the science of applied behavior analysis. To learn more about Evolve ABA, call Sean Daly at 774-823-5016 or visit evolveaba.net. First one, Matthew Curtis. Natchez re-signed. That was legitimately the only star free agent I thought we had a chance at. Me too. And the rebuild is real. It really is. You're hearing Adrian Kempe still wide apart. They think that's going to be a grind, and who knows? I think he resigns there eventually. And then murmurings about the Blues have been kind of shitty. And Monty's killing that whole vibe over there, it looks like. So Robert Thomas might be available. I don't want anything to do with Oscar Sundqvist. That guy doesn't do jack shit for me. And then potentially Nick Schmaltz with Utah Mammoth, who is actually a sneaky 50 to 60 point guy on the right wing. So a second line right winger. I think that might be a decent under the radar move that people won't find sexy, but could be someone you could potentially get.
Potentially. I mean, I think he's looking to get paid, and I think that's part of what the issue is.
Right.
So, how much are the Bruins willing to pay him? Mm-hmm. I'm not sure they'll go much higher than, the Geekie, Zacha.
Yeah, they'll try to go at a 6 or 6.5 or something.
That's not going to get it done, I don't think. So,
he's making 5.85 right now, so no.
Yeah. He's probably looking closer to 8 or 9 or 10.
Yeah.
We're giving that going up, and Utah off to a good start, and he's off to a good start. So, it's going to be interesting to see come this offseason what the Bruins end up doing to kind of solidify their forward group, because it needs some solidifying.
It needs some solidifying. It's got too many centers. It's got too many mediocre players. Too many forwards. Too many goals.
Swiss cheese.
Yeah. Oh, man. Matthew Curtis also, Korpi starting, Lohrei sitting, and some of the PP looks all make me think that coaches are finally getting full control of this team. It's an interesting point. Lohrei has sat 2 games, and when he didn't sit much at all last year and had a minus 43, Korpi starts. I almost wonder if we were right, and in the Ottawa game that Swayman kind of mailed it in, and Sturm was like, we're not doing that anymore.
Yeah.
And it almost leads me to believe that this back-to-back with Korpi is kind of sending that message.
I hope so. I hope someone finally within that organization has the balls to stand up to a player and say, no, that's not how we do it.
No.
Somebody needs to be held accountable. And if it's the goaltender, fantastic, because it needs to happen, whether it's him or someone else. If you play bad, you shouldn't keep getting to play. You shouldn't get more minutes or the same minutes. Like if you suck, you get less minutes or you get to the 9th floor. Like you shouldn't keep getting minutes if you're not playing well. The goaltender shouldn't get a game after he gave up 7 or whatever and had a fucking 730 save percentage.
No, you shouldn't get it again.
No, you don't get to go in just because it's your turn. Sorry. You played like ass. So grab a fucking seat, have some popcorn, and shut the fuck up.
No.
Sorry.
I mean, look,
sorry.
It looked like he mailed it in, and we thought that, and maybe Sturm thought so too. And it was like, you know what? We're going to go with Korpi because there's no difference in my goalies right now. Like there's no, even though one makes $5 million more than the other, I can't tell the difference. So Korpi is going to go out and he keeps them in games. Like tonight, he had what, 38 saves or 37 saves tonight. And, should be one of the stars of the game. And he made tons of saves in traffic. Like you said, like he did enough to keep them in it and to win the game. And Swayman let the thing ride against Ottawa, and it looked it. The body language wasn't great. It just looked it.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping Sturm is like, but here's a slippery slope. You give the guy like no movement clauses up the ass,
right?
And 8.25. Like what? And Charlie Jacobs doesn't want you not playing the guy. So I mean, what recourse do you really have? You're gonna sit him for a month? Like it's just like, he's got to have some inner, I guess some inner pride and say that, you know what, Marco, you're right. I was a complete dingbat the other night, and I can't do that because I held the team over a barrel, and now this is how I play. Go ahead, Connor.
Well, the plot thickens.
Okay.
While some of these other jabronis may have some trade protection this year, Mr. Jeremy Swayman doesn't have a no-move clause until next season.
Oh, that's right. What was it, 2 years of no move?
Yeah, he gets a no move for the final 4 years of the contract.
For the final 4. So the first 4, he has nothing?
Hello?
Well, technically, we've already had a couple of years of that contract. It just shows none this year.
Well, this is the
turns
second
into a
year of the contract.
Next year in 26, 27, 27, 28, 28, 29, 29.
So there's a chance they still have an out if someone wants the fucking guy at 825. But yeah, they still have an out. So maybe there is a little bit of that right now. Like, we're going to test it out this year.
Matthew Curtis says October 1, 2026.
October 1, 2026. So almost a year from now.
Mm-hmm.
You've got one more calendar year to see what you got.
Me, myself, and Sway.
Man, that's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting because I don't think Neely likes the guy to begin with. Like after what happened, I think they really got a bad taste in the mouth after that whole thing. For Neely to come out and say something in the media and to kind of throw little jabs at him.
Oh yeah,
when that was going down means that Neely was like, okay, dude.
Neely's competitive as fuck. So
he is. He is. I'll give him that.
When a player even beats him at the negotiating table, I think he fucking takes it personally.
He does. He 100% does. They wanted him to take 6.5 or 7. They wanted him to take.
And they fucked up the way they handled the whole thing with him and Allmark, and they lost that one. And main business school, got the W.
He did.
Because of the holdout, and then played like ass. So I think Neely is certainly wanting to jam it up his ass from time to time and say, we're paying you all this money that you wanted, you wanted to be the guy, and I think he likes to stick it to him every.
I'm gonna keep an eye on that one for the rest of the year and into the off season. I keep an eye on that as they redo this whole thing. He might be one of the guys that, what, we were wrong. So we'll see. Curls looks slow on the power. Peeke looks slow on the PP, the PK, the 5-on-5. He looks slow in his living room.
Yeah.
Really almost comparable to P. Brown. I'm also for Beecher in that role. I would like to see, Beecher and VL have been sitting, so one of those guys will probably go in. I would imagine it's Beecher because you need a center, I would think.
Yeah.
It's probably Beach.
It's Beach, and they call up Brown to be, the VL, the extra forward.
The extra forward guy. Yeah, would be fantastic if Geeks is producing autonomous and Nutty gels with pasta. That would be something, all right. Yeah, I mean, if you're relying on Husnudinov, then you're in trouble. But I will say that right now it's doing okay. So, and maybe gain some confidence, and maybe has a breakout year. Maybe Geekie had a breakout year.
I tell you, I like him there. I don't think he's going to put up a ton of offensive production still.
No.
But he will do as we were talking about, he will do the dirty work. But they need to put pasta with another guy that can play, like another guy who can play.
Because if they take Geekie off that and keep him off it, they need another guy.
They need another guy in there that can play and produce a little bit, whether it's Zacha or Mittelstadt or Poitras. Even. I don't know, but they need somebody else out there that can,
I think you'll see Zacha
set him up or score some goals.
Yeah. Matthew Curtis, I like Kuzi's game for the most part. It would be great if he got some offense going. His ability to keep the puck in the offensive zone has probably generated a couple more goals, although no points. Yeah, he keeps plays alive. He's kind of fearless. He gets his nose in there. He does have some decent stick handling and quick hands and quick feet, and he plays hard. Like Smitty said, he plays balls to the wall. So that's half the battle, is playing really hard all the time.
Yeah.
So right now, what other options do you have? You need some other options up and down the lineup, and it was really top heavy with Geekie and Pastrnak. It still is, but at least maybe Husnudinov could do that. Connie, you got something?
Why wouldn't you throw Arvidsson on the top line? He's played
because Arvidsson blows chunks. Actually, if I haven't noticed Arvidsson do much at all. To me, Arvidsson is Lee Stepniak. He's random guy you picked up, 34 years old. He hasn't done a ton.
I noticed.
He plays hard.
I noticed plays hard, and he does play hard. But when it comes to actually completing a play, his stick snaps in half, or or he misses the net, or he's getting some opportunities. He's just not capitalizing. He's had a bunch of chances early on, like in the first few games where he had really, really good scoring chances and couldn't finish.
Plus, I don't know if he can play on his off wing. Isn't he right wing?
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. So I don't know if he can do that either. And I'd rather try Husnudinov because he's younger and he's, maybe he has a little bit more potential. I have no idea.
As a left wing.
He's listed as left? Oh, okay.
Yeah. And
you know what? It might come to that.
He's had a few 30-goal seasons. He played with talented players when he was in Nashville.
Let's not Tanner Janot the guy, please. Like when was
like 5 years ago? But hey, it might happen because this team isn't very good, and it might be fucking jack of all trades. I don't know. It might be Charlie Holstaff at left wing and top line. I don't know.
It probably will.
He probably will. He'll probably be up there next game because Husnudinov will fucking turn it over twice, and then he'll be up there.
Get his pocket pick in his defensive zone.
You're going to roll through guys. When Lindholm's out, you're going to roll through guys. It's just going to be one of those things this year.
I think everybody's going to get a chance. If Lindholm's out for any extended period of time, everybody's going to get a chance.
Asamont already had a chance.
Yeah.
Husnudinov's been up there. All the guys are going to. Mitten will be up there at some point. Mittelstadt will be up there.
Yeah.
Corrali was today, for Christ's sake.
Corrali rolls. He's got dirty pictures of somebody.
We're on a hot streak with people giving us money during the shows.
You know what? It's just we appreciate it, and it's
really do.
It's somewhere in YouTube, YouTube Bank where Connor's like just buying edibles. But hey, that's fine.
All kinds of weed with the money that you send into the show. So
it's going to my John Beecher and Justin Brazeau autographed jersey collection.
Yeah, they can frame.
Line center trade Lohrei for a steak and cheese sub. If it's a Kyle's steak and cheese sub, I think somebody would take that trade.
Oh,
they would. Take it.
I'll tell you what. I'd trade Lohrei for a large steak and cheese.
Connor's going to take your $4.99 and buy a steak and cheese sub.
He is. Odysseys, you have
with all those SNAP benefits. I mean, whew.
Yeah, I know. It's getting slim. It's getting slim. You have to be kidding. You get a Lindholm back, immediately lose the other. Look like a knee giving away under pressure. Yeah, it looks like an MCL. It looks like a strain.
Yeah, I thought it was an out or a hyperextended knee or something.
Yeah, he's probably out 4 weeks. And that's not great because you play like 38 games in 4 weeks. So the season will be almost over.
Yeah,
November 17th. By then, it'll be a quarter over already. The season.
That's crazy.
21 games. That's nuts. No Elias probably means no trade for your top 6 centers, at least until he's back. Good opportunity for Poitras, but I will not be surprised if Brown gets the call up. I don't think you're going to see Poitras unless 8 guys get hurt. Like, I just don't think Poitras coming up until they trade a bunch of guys in March, and then he comes up.
That's what I think.
I don't think he's coming up.
The kids, they'll finally let the kids play is when either they trade a bunch of people at the deadline when they're starting to fall out of it, or if they completely fall out of it later in the season, then it's, let the kids come up and play. But other than that, I think you're looking at the roster.
Yeah.
Because I think they're trying to tank on the down low.
Mm-hmm. So I think they are letting it happen kind of thing. Yes.
Right. Yeah.
I think they want to put out a team that really tries real hard and just misses.
Yeah,
so that you'll still go in and still cheer, and that's essentially what Neely said in the pregame. He's like, we're not thinking playoffs, but come to the games and have a good time watching AC Mont bash someone's face in.
Right.
That's and us lose by a goal.
Mm-hmm.
Matthew Curtis says Zadorov fight would have been wonderful. That chirping that he had going on there, that was he. It was like he was lecturing the guy. It was like he was like a professor lecturing at the whiteboard. That went on for a while.
Yeah,
I just love the presence of Zadorov because he's kind of like Charo when Charo was young that way. Like Charo would just be like this menacing presence that would just be like, you don't do that. You know what I mean? And everybody's like, ooh. That's what Zadorov is. He's like dad who comes by.
Yeah.
He's picking on me.
Yeah.
Joe Bandera, do you keep going with Korpi until he loses?
Yeah.
I go Korpi Saturday.
His last 2 games, I think Matthew Curtis posted it in the comments. His last 2 games, I believe he has like a 940 or something like that.
Yeah. I would go with him Saturday.
I think you fucking run him back. There you go. Yeah. Last 2 games, 2 goals against or last 2 goals against, I don't know what that says. Last 2
goals against 2
940.
Well, his last 2 games, 2 goals against, save percentage 940. Yeah.
Wasn't it 4-3 today?
Yeah, 3 goals. So that might have been earlier on.
Yeah. I'll look for some stats.
But either way, we get the point. Is that he's been playing well. So yeah, I think you ride him again.
I would play him Saturday. I would, and then next week I think you go back to Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. So then maybe you could slide Swayman in there Tuesday or whatever. But I would go with him Saturday.
I think you go to him Saturday and he wins again, or he posts.
You go to him Tuesday.
I think you go. I think like he said, I think you ride him. Korpi 70 out of his last 75 saves. So there you go.
There you go. If Lindholm is out long term, who gets the call up? Joe Bandera.
out.
You're gonna go Brown and then bring Beecher in.
Jesus, I don't like. I feel like those guys are more like a Band-Aid. Like Beecher or Brown both. Like I think if he's out like 4 to 6 weeks, I really think you got to go down and get, Poitras. I really do.
It's going to say a lot about how they feel this season is going to go. If they bring up Patrick Brown, that means that they really aren't trying that hard.
I mean, I'm with you on that one.
I think that would tell you everything you need to know about how they're playing this season out. They bring up 33-year-old Patrick Brown or whatever to sit in the ninth floor and draw Beecher in. I think if you were really trying to develop people and maybe trying to win more, a little more desperate, maybe you'd bring up someone who could do something offensively in Poitras.
I bet you their thought is, and this is why I think it's definitely going to be Patrick Brown and not anyone that's good. It's because they're probably saying to themselves, as wrong as they are, we've scored enough goals. It's not the goals.
Right. It's not the goals. It's the defense. Yeah.
It's the defense. Mm-hmm. So we don't need Poitras. We need a solid two-way defensive guy. And that's your Patrick Brown. That's your captain.
We need people to play defense because we never have the puck. So we need them to play defense.
Yeah.
So okay, DK. Oh, and I meant to say Korpi had a stretch where he had 56 straight saves over the last couple of games.
And Connor just posted Korpi has a 9.33 in the last 2 games.
Okay. All right. What exactly does Arvidsson bring to the table? Turnovers, ill-advised shots from terrible angles. DK. He does shoot the puck from weird angles. Like he does just fire it. Like sometimes it doesn't matter. It's not going to go in.
He's got a shot first mentality.
He does.
I don't mind it. I really don't.
I don't mind it either. I don't mind it either. Yeah,
because they got a team full of guys who like. We haven't talked about this yet. Casey Middlestat drop passing from the fucking blue paint drop pass. I wouldn't mind if that was Arvidsson and he shot the puck. You know what I'm saying?
I think Rick even said a shot there.
Like Casey, buddy, how about a shot? Huh?
Jesus Christ, you're 5 feet in front of the goaltender. Like, shoot it. Odyssey says, love that producer Connor is going after Mark Dibber and X. The guy really opts for the P. Brown call-up. Typically him, plays the right way. Yeah, but on a frame rate way below the competition. Yeah. I mean, that's just typical Boston media, just like drinking the Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
The 200-foot game. This is why the Providence thing, that to me, is almost a detriment. It almost makes me want to, kill small birds. Like it's just, it makes me crazy because everybody's going to be all up Providence's ass now. And nothing wrong with that. Providence is great. I'm glad they have a good team. But for God's sakes, like, let's not pump up all these guys that are putting up these numbers down there. It doesn't translate to the NHL. It doesn't. It's a whole different game. It's a whole different game.
Yeah.
So if Brett Harrison scores a couple of goals like he has and is playing better or whatever, yeah, he's figured out the AHL game. If you put him in Boston, he would be 0-0-0 over like 15 games.
Yeah.
-6. Like it's not his game. So
I need Riley Tufte back. That's what I need.
Yeah, let's bring up Tufte. I mean, he's a leading scorer. He's the leading point guard here.
Yeah.
On the team. He's been terrific.
That's who it should be.
Should be Riley Tufte.
Should be Tufte.
Put him in there and then
the program.
Bring up send VL down, bring him up there to be the extra guy.
Sure.
Reward him a little bit. Jesus Christ, says Dan Maynard. How did we end up in OT? We should have had that one. Yeah, well, that's what happens.
That's Boston Bruins hockey this year, Dan.
Yeah, this year it is. Dark Davey.
Probably last year too.
Last year was that it would have lost that 6-3.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, they do show some fight and they show some resilience, which, and you talked about like the sustainability. That could be how it's fairly sustainable, is building up resilience and knowing that you can pull it out somehow and gaining that confidence. That might keep it there a little longer But look, they played 13 games and they have 12 points. Like they have 12 out of 26. They're on pace for 70 something.
Yeah.
Like they're still on pace for under 500.
Before tonight, they're on pace for 73 points.
Yeah. So that's about where I thought they'd be. 70. I think I had 78. I thought they'd be in the 70s. So here they are. Great effing win, says Dark Davey. Let's go.
It was a great win.
It is a great win. It's a good home win.
Yeah, a little resiliency. You got to fight out of it. Pasta scored. Geekie scored.
Mm-hmm. I like that Asimont went after Krebs after he took Pasta down. Like, I like it.
I thought Kastelic was really good tonight again.
He was. He's been good. He's been. I'm gonna say he's been one of the more consistent players on the team this season. I mean, he doesn't offer much that's going to jump off the stat sheet, but he's been consistently exactly what you get from Mark Kastelic, and there has been no real oh my God, get Kastelic out of there. I haven't had any of that. So, and tonight he was pretty good. He had that good goal.
Sure,
that's a goal from out of nowhere. Like just a goal from just playing hard.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's the type of goals they have to score. T-Buzz says good stuff. Props to Sturm for going with Korpi. Yes, I agree. Mm-hmm. LFG says Pluto rocks.
Yeah.
Korpi for the win, like how Asimont fought by backing up Pasta. Me too, Zach. I thought that was a really good little segment of the game.
Mm-hmm.
McKenna bottle in bond is the sip for T-Boz tonight.
Yeah, I can get bourbon tonight. Oh boy.
There you go.
This rocks glass.
The rocks glass.
How are you?
Buffalo looked like the Harlem Globetrotters at times against us, but we got the quick strikes. So Zach, they at home they get those quick little strikes. Get a little bit of momentum, score a goal, score another, feed off the crowd.
Here's a question for you.
Yeah.
And it's just, I don't know, it just popped in my head, just a general, completely off topic of everything. But when they challenged the goalie interference thing and then got the minor penalty, why don't you ever have a guy like Pastrnak served out? He's not going to kill penalties, right?
Correct.
So why don't it was Asimont. Why don't you put Pastrnak in the penalty box in case when you kill it off,
he comes out,
and maybe you spring for you see that sometimes. The guy comes out of the penalty box, gets sprung on a breakaway. Why would you not do something like that?
I think that's a good move on a penalty that has to be served. He's not going to do penalty.
He doesn't kill penalties. So I feel like any kind of bench minor penalty, it should be him.
Peterson made a really good point in the intermission about taking the penalties. They take the most penalties in the league.
Yeah.
And the problem is when you do that is you keep guys like Pastrnak and Geekie off the ice, number one. And two, you can't get much of a rhythm with your four lines going when you're in the box every 6 minutes. You're in the box again. You're in the box again. So you can't get that roll of four lines and get it going and get a momentum. And that's a good point. They get 4 or 5 minors a game and it chops up the game some. Go ahead, Connor.
2 notes here from Bruins post-game courtesy of Ty Anderson. All the kerfluffle with Zadorov and Greenway there apparently goes back to a hit that Zadorov had on Thompson last year, and Greenway came chirping at Zadorov for a fight. Zadorov obliged. He wanted the same courtesy for the hit on Pastrnak. And then also, as far as Nutty, Sturm said that he was actually pretty good at playing center after Lindholm went down. So worth noting.
So maybe Nutty plays center at that first line, and then you bring
Geekie back up there,
or bring Geekie back up there with Nutty, and that might be the play.
Yeah,
just have Nutty center that line next game, and Carolina's got speed.
Yeah,
so. All right. I think the name Lindholm is a curse. Either that or Swedes have bad knees, says Asmic. Odysseys, no, we have good knees in Sweden. We have our Swedish correspondent.
Yeah.
Let's see. Arvidsson is cheeks. Get rid of that guy. Says Wanderers to Wa. Mr. Poe, Corpy for president. Tell you what, maybe. Midler made a drop pass when he was 1-on-1 with a goal. He says, Zach, yeah, that wasn't great. Middlestats passes back 3 feet from the net was a window licking move. Hey Riley, if you're watching this, we need you, Pally.
I really love you guys.
Yeah, I know it. We do need Riley. Heat Grim. We need Riley. Adrienne, see us sipping water tonight. Drank too much tequila this week with the live shows. Yeah, it was a tough week, Adrienne. There's 4 nights in a row of us.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, you guys are troopers. You guys are troopers every night. You have as much life as we do. That's great. You know.
If you're drinking Jonesy, every time that these guys are live, the days that they're not, you should probably go to a meeting or something.
You should, yeah, you really should. Well, I'll tell you what, we should develop some drinking games. Like every time you say that fuckhead or something, like
every time I swear, people would be
inebriated. Yeah,
they did that.
Every time you hear "Sorry, John," take a drink.
Yeah, take a drink. Jonesy said. What's that?
I was just gonna say that's up to the comment. They should come up with
they should put it together. That's a drinking game and just decide
like
what
Jack
it is.
Edwards bingo or something like
something like that
with us. But you guys have to come up with that on your
own. Yeah. Jonesy, are we seriously talking Patrick Brown? I'd rather call up Encyclopedia Brown. Yeah. Me too. Yeah. Mr. Poe, Geeks is a sharpshooter, one of the best goal scorers in the league. I mean, it seems it. I mean, he was one of just a handful of guys in Bruins history to score in 6 straight games. Pasta hasn't even done it. You know, that's pretty impressive.
I believe he, depending on what happened.
Pinto has 9, right?
Depending on what happened in other games tonight, I believe he is tied for the league lead in goals. Geekie.
Yeah, I believe Pinto has 9. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. But
there is
he's
a
up there.
Fucking pile. It is Nathan McKinnon, Jack Hughes, Cole Caulfield, Morgan Geekie, and Pavel Dorofeyev, all with 9.
Oh, Dorofeyev, yeah. All right, so he's tied. He's right up there, making 5.5. Maybe we go fourth with 2 fourth lines, Beecher in and bump up Minton in a 6. Yeah, it makes sense from the organization's traditional thinking to call up Brown. Sure does. Sure does. It tracks. Shaz Diet.
We already have 2 fourth lines, Odysseys. So.
I mean, yeah, you want a 3rd, 4th line, sure. Throw that in there too. Sure. Shaz Diet, whatever defensive system they are playing.
I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
They play okay for a while, and then there's a glaring breakdown.
Glaring
one.
Yeah.
And that's kind of
look, Montreal scrapped it last year after like 10 games.
They did. It was too confusing. It was too much.
So, you know,
and I still think they legitimately have guys who can't play defense anyway. And now you're giving them this complicated defense. Doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, I mean, that might be in our future. You might be seeing this thing get scrapped, at some point.
It might. I mean, Middlestat on one of the goals, they were coming down on kind of a 2-on-1-ish or 2-on-2. The puck doesn't get to him. Middlestat took forever to get back to his own defensive zone, and they scored. Like, he was well behind the play, just gliding. Geekie does it too. Pasta does it too. Like, there's just not that, like, Bergeron, hunt him down, back check, gaps. Like, the gaps in this team sometimes are just, what you talk about, the timekeeper in the whorehouse. There's gaps like you would not fucking believe.
Yeah, I mean,
really rough.
It's tough for the defense to stand up at the blue line and break up, rushes when there's no back pressure from the forwards.
No.
If there's not, the defense has to give away the blue line, and then the other team has a good chance.
Yeah, and they do give away the blue line.
How many times in the last 2 years have the other team come down in an odd man rush, and you're like, okay, where's the back check? And then they hit the defenseman coming late, and he has all fucking year to coast into the high slot and shoot. And where's the back check? Where is it? Nowhere to be found.
Nowhere to be found. They're just getting into the zone. Yeah. That's the difference. Kempy's flying up the hottest pending UFA now. Yeah. If we get him, have Pasta, Geekie, Lindholm, Zacha, you could pull in a Hagens to that top 6 and get good two-way production out of it. Was a couple things about Kempe. One, I think LA will end up signing him.
Of course they will.
He's going to play hardball and it's going to be contentious, but he'll sign. If he doesn't, he wants like $12 million.
He does.
Like, I don't see the Bruins doing that. I just don't. I don't know what they're going to do. They seem to know. Haven't told anybody, but they seem to know. But I don't know what they're going to do.
And now he's gone.
Yeah.
So they're probably, Cam was probably throwing water bottles when he saw that news come across the wire.
I wish someone would ask him, and they're not on that program. I wish someone would ask him. If we got him on the show, it'd be like so good. But if we just ask him, Cam, do you and Donnie have like differences of opinion? Like it seems as though when you get pissed, you go get a guy who's going to fight people and play rough and tumble and physical. Is that true? Because I want to know, do you put your thumb on it and say, Donnie, go get a guy because we're soft? Like, do you do that?
I feel like if we had him on the show, it would be like lightning in a bottle for like 45 seconds. We'd ask him like one or two questions that he didn't like, and he would give a short, curt answer, and then either, hang up the phone, call us pricks, and hang up the phone, tell us to fuck off, and hang up.
Okay, I got to run. Thanks, guys.
No, I don't think he would thank us at all. I don't think he would thank us at all. I think he would just fucking hang up.
Probably.
Like, fuck those guys.
Yeah, probably. Probably. Yeah. It'll never happen, but probably.
No.
Sway's no movement clause starts next summer. Will be very interesting to follow. And I don't think Cam and Don took last summer lightly. With a good return, he's out. I honestly, I think it could happen. I think there's always that chance that it could happen. And I wonder if both parties are happy. Like I wonder if Swayman's happy. I wonder if what happened and how it happened and how some teammates responded to him. I wonder if that because some people are clueless like that. Like some people think like, geez, I just got my money. Like, why are they so upset? Like some people are just so fucking self-absorbed that they don't get the other people's side of it.
Right.
I wonder if that's part of it too. Like he lost his buddy. He went through this contentious thing in the media, and then Marchand pretty much called him out indirectly. And then I wonder if that still leaves a mark. You know what I mean? I wonder. Yeah. So
yeah, I mean it could for sure. And I think the Bruins might feel the same way, like with the whole thing with the arbitration beforehand. Like, we didn't take him to arbitration. He took us. And the whole, that whole thing, it's been kind of contentious all along from both sides. And neither side particularly handled it well. So I think there's probably still some ill will there on both sides.
I think there is. It's just a little bit fracture. Zach Case, I think Kempe knows LA is going to suck. Doughty is almost done. Kopitar's gone. He might sign a 1 or 2 year deal with a contender, but don't see him wanting to come to Boston. I don't either. I mean, I think you're going to, like Smitty has said all along, I think you got to overpay to get him to consider the other coast, first of all, in Boston, a team that nobody knows where they're going. So,
yeah, if he's going to go from warm weather and switch coasts, he's going to go to Florida or Carolina or Tampa. He's not coming here.
No, he is not. Matthew Curtis, trading him would speed up the rebuild. You don't start a rebuild by paying a goalie. Yeah, it's true. Sean Michael, stick tabs for Matty's internet connection tonight. Yeah.
Let's not jinx that thing.
I know, Jesus. The sip tonight for Zach Case is Bareface Canadian whiskey.
Attaboy.
Okay. Attaboy. And Dean Letourneau looks a little better than Hagen so far this year, says Mick Rack. Yeah, Hagen, that team is not, for whatever reason, is not great. And they lose again tonight. They fell to 11th. I think they're going to fall down probably to, God knows, 18, 20. I don't know if they'll make the actual NCAA tournament this year.
They might have to win the Hockey East tournament.
They might have to because it's so loaded and there's so many good teams out there. So yeah, maybe not. It's
I mean, don't get Hagen's is still, I think, at as of tonight, I think he was still better than a point a game. So let's not pretend like he's having a bad year.
No.
Both are over a point a game. And it's good to see from Letourneau.
It is.
It is. Especially.
Adrian says about the drinking game, something like sip your adult beverage when Smitty does blank and sip water when blank happens to support the hydration. Yeah, I think that's true. Yeah, so tonight was a win in a 6, and now they're 6-7. They play Carolina coming up. We're gonna go 3 up, 3 down, and 3 out for me. Number 3, I gave it to Geeks.
Yeah,
for 6 straight games with a goal. He now has 9 goals, as we said, tied for the league lead. Number 2, Korpisalo keeps you in the game again. Heavy workload, a lot of traffic in front. Does a really good job. I hope he gets done again Saturday. And then number 1 is Nutbag. He scores the game winner. He slides up the top line center. He's doing pretty well. And maybe I think that's a good point. I didn't realize that. So maybe he's there to start Saturday.
Yeah. All right. 3 down. I'm going to go with the Joker at number 3 because I didn't think he played particularly well tonight.
No.
Number 2, I'm going with Jordan Greenway for being a pussy and not granting Zadorov the fight. And number 1, I'm going with the officiating. I thought the referees tonight were absolutely dreadful.
I tell you what, they were looking for hooking calls or something. It was a million.
Absolutely. Oh, Pavel Zacha for that thing, whatever that was, cross-check. You can't do it. You just can't do it. Like if you're gonna, like you got to just let them play. Brickley even said he's like that.
It was aggregate. He's
like whatever that was happens on every shift.
Oh God, that was funny. He's like, I think they got the aggregate. They could get like all 5 to combined. I mean, it was like love taps. Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, if you're gonna let the cross checks go, let them go and let them play. Like I'd be fine with that. You can't call Kuznetsov for a hook after he gets cross-checked 4 times in the back. You can't.
No.
You got to either call them both or let it all go.
No, they love the hooks. They love the hooks.
I don't know. I thought they were just a little over the top, and then I thought the call on Zacha was trying to get a handle of the thing because it was started like 25 seconds left. It was starting to percolate. But you can't call that. Like you can't call that. Like call a couple guys for roughing just for shits and giggles and match them up.
Match them up.
You can't call one guy for.
No, I thought that was a shitty call, and I thought they were more about the hooks and stuff, and not about the interference. I thought the Bruins were interfering with 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, it was all over the ice.
Yeah, but that wasn't a problem. It was the hooking and the cross checking, the tripping, and all that stuff, and the holding. I don't know. It's very inconsistent. I don't know what they think. When we were young, when it was always a match. Like if you had a penalty, don't breathe on anybody, right? Because they're gonna match it, and they kept score that way. They don't do that as much anymore. But I still think there's times when they're like, "Boy, we haven't called anything lately. Let's look a little harder." Yeah. And I'm with you. It's just inconsistent. It's inconsistent in all sports. I think reviewers fuck the thing up. I think
review.
I just think it's all the minutia of the language and the penalties and the rule books and everything. It's just overdone. And I think that the human element of it, I think they get all twisted. And I think
somebody tweeted us. Yeah, somebody tweeted us on X tonight and was like, now we're gonna go back into the what is and what isn't goalie interference.
Right. That's the other thing.
And it's so true. But I said back, I said, I don't think anybody knows. I don't think Toronto.
I don't think they know.
I think they flip a fucking coin. I think there's somebody in the control room in Toronto with a fucking Susan B. Anthony fucking dollar, and she flips the coin and finds out, what we're doing. I really think that's what it is. I don't, because there's no fucking rhyme or reason to it.
No.
You could have 2 of the exact same plays and you get an entirely different result based on who's on the ice and what the call was. And It just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, and I think, and I can't be I'm one to like let the goals in, like don't take goals away. So I can't say like take that goal away because I want them to score. I want them to count the goals as much as humanly possible.
I agree.
So that was fine with me tonight. I could see your point that maybe it would have been, but I'd rather, if you're gonna decide 50-50, always go with let the thing in, like goal.
Absolutely. To me, I feel like they should let goals count no matter how they go in.
Right. Kick it in, throw it in, whatever.
I think if someone, it would probably get to the point where it was ridiculous, but I'd be willing to like give it a go for a bit and see.
Sure. See.
Like, how many, because it takes some fucking skill to kick the puck to your stick or whatever. Yes. If you can fucking angle your skate blade to fucking kick the puck in,
then let it go.
Good for you. If you can tip a puck down from fucking 4 feet above your head into the net, that should count. That fucking count. That's
great hand-eye coordination. That is great hand-eye coordination.
Go ahead.
Before we really get away from the downs, I think an honorary down is deserved today.
Okay.
For Mr. Johnny Beecher, because he was promised to be the bender for the year, and now he doesn't play. So I feel like we should give him a little love from the press box.
Just throw him in there for no reason.
Yeah.
Throw him in there for even being considered to play next game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a down for
down Johnny.
Down Johnny.
Patrick Brown. Down Patrick Brown.
Downtown Patrick Brown.
Downtown. Predictions for Carolina.
Well, I've said 5-2 the other team, and the Bruins have won 2 straight. So I'm going again. Carolina, because let's fucking ride it, just like Korpisalo. 5-2.
Canes. I think you're gonna see. I'm gonna say. Bruins have a bitch of a time. I think it's 4-0. 3 or 4-0. I think the Bruins get shut out Saturday. I think they're gonna have a bitch of a time. Carolina's a decent defensive team. They lose Lindholm. There's a scrambled lines. I think the Bruins are. I think there's a lot of 5-on-5 play and they get destroyed. I think it catches up to them against a really good team. And they finally can't score. And this starts maybe a little bit of a snowball effect of
You've been wanting them to not score for the longest time.
I predicted like 3 shutouts. Yeah. Because all signs say that they suck and that they should be shut out. This is why I lose at DraftKings.
All year. They're going to spite you all year long.
Yeah. I'm going to pick can I pick a shutout on DraftKings Saturday? I'm picking it.
Yeah, you should.
I'm picking it. Shutout.
For context, Carolina beat the Islanders tonight 6-2.
There you go.
Carolina's 7-3. They are +10 goal differential. Scored 40 and given up 30.
Yeah, 4-0 Carolina is what I got. But we'll see. That game is an afternoon game, so we'll be on about 4:00 or so Eastern time on Saturday after Carolina Hurricanes. Bruins win tonight 4-3 in overtime, 6-7 on the year, and we will see you guys on Saturday. Our new episode dropped. Give it a shot, give it a look, give it a listen, give it a whatever you want to give it. And we'll see everybody on Saturday. Until then, as always, go Bruins.
Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.